Hi everyone, Nathan here from Mighty Lancer Games, and welcome to this evening's stream. I will be carrying on working on this Orky bust from Spellcrow this evening, and I've been holding off working on the green, just as I've been getting a little preparation done before the stream this evening, but I have blocked in a couple of other bits of colour on him, just laying down this Green Stuff World leather brown onto these horns on the helmet as a base coat for the horn colour it's going to be. Just working on that. I'm going to give that a second coat. I've done like a thin coat over the black there. Just going to give this one a second coat on there. I've used some Vallejo leather brown on his teeth and across that leather strap on his back there as a base coat to that. And once I've finished putting this Green Stuff World leather brown, which is a completely different tone as you can see from the it's more of like a baby nappy brown, but once I've finished putting this on the horns, we're going to crack on with that skin with the hunter green and the flubber green as highlights, and then depending on how we get on, my goal is to then move on to doing some this leather strip across his back there that I've just base coated, and then possibly move on to the armour. Okay. Haha. Thank you, Pete. What's everybody been up to today? I've been very busy getting some preparation work done for our event again, and I will be, no doubt, most of the day again tomorrow, because still lots to do. We're taking a different kind of collection of stuff to this show than we did to the last one over in Leeds, so just getting it all ready, getting it racked up and stuff. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about pricing too much, because the stuff that we're getting ready at the moment is the WizKids stuff, and depending on what size packet it comes in, depends on how much it costs. So that's very easy. We're just going to stick some little placeholder priced things at the top of the racks so people know how much things are going to cost them. So that'll be easy. Not like the Reaper where everything's got to be individually priced. No. Well, hello everyone. I've seen Moxie, Pete, V-Man Aqua. Yeah. Did I see Sharon there as well? Yeah. There we are. And Wicked D. Hi everybody. Thanks for joining us. Try and shake away from the microphone. So there we go. This is so I'm going to use some of the Green Stuff World Hunter Green. So this is, I picked up a couple of new colours the other day. If you didn't see the stream the other day, picked up a couple of new colours, Hunter Green and Flubber Green, which I treated myself to when I was at work the other day, and I used those when I was dry brushing this troll to get this lovely colour. So I'm going to use these sparingly to get some additional highlights in on my orc's flesh. I don't want him to be way bright, but I just want to pick out a little bit extra detail, particularly around his face. So we're going to go with the Hunter Green, and then we're going to do like very fine little touches with the Flubber Green, because that is super duper bright. I mean, Hunter Green's pretty bright anyway, but Flubber Green's like, wow, luminous green. Right now. Yeah, no. Just.
You sure?
Yeah, now you've mentioned it, I'm going to end up scratching more. Right then. So, got some hunter green, thinned ever so slightly on the my Series 33 Rosemary & Co brush here. I'm just going to go in and get some little smidgens around his nose. Just on his nostrils there and the bridge of his nose. So it might look quite bright there on the camera, but it should dry a little bit darker than that. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to go back over and darken it down a touch, because I don't want to ruin this guy when I've already spent a couple hours already working on his skin. So, just going to work my way around his brow, doing some very fine little edge highlights or spot highlights. I might not even need the flubber green, to be fair. We'll see what this looks like in a moment, once I've done enough that you can actually see what I've done, I guess. What are you working on, my darling, over there?
Well, earlier on I made a base. I've just put some silver on my palette, and my palette is so full of junk that I don't know where I've put the silver now. Can't see it at all. Oh dear. Right. Where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Found it. So earlier on I made a base with, is it Mordant Earth? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, yeah.
And some pink. So basically I just completely copied Tony, but obviously didn't execute it as well. And I am going to put my dead warrior guy, whatever he's called. You know what he's called?
Rictus the Undying.
That's the guy on there, and see what he looks like. So I'm just touching up Rictus, who I still am not impressed with my paint job on him, but it's gonna have to do. Just touching him up paint wise, and then gonna stick him on this base and see what it looks like. So that's what I'm doing.
Cool.
I moved your camera once, and now you've gone all the way back down to the bottom of your screen again.
Sorry.
And I can't move it anymore.
Sorry, everybody. I'll do my best.
I haven't done any more on the goblin, and it's horrible eyes that I still don't like. In fact, I'm so disgruntled with him that he's upside down in the rubbish paint jar. You know, like when you have old paintbrushes that are all battered and manky and you use them for mixing paint and stuff like that. Well, that's next to me, and he is stuck upside down in there, in like a just go away rubbishy eye goblin. Hydrate. Are we in the paint pot? Are we in the pot cupboard today, Pete? Oh, you've got to put a wig on.
I know, and I've left them all the way over there. I'll go grab one in a second. I'll get a wig in a second, Pete. Bear with me.
So I keep going over rictus with silver and then gold and then going, no, I still don't like it. I'll put some bit more silver on. Oh, there's too much silver on there now. I'll have to put a bit of gold on. No, I don't like that. So I'm doing... Hello? Being knocked at.
There's a little miss.
You need to go to sleep at school in the morning. You're not even trying. Go back to bed.
So,
To sleep.
just yeah, she's come to check on Gizmo. Right then. How's that looking? I think I might have gone too much.
She's jealous. She says that it's not fair that a 9-week-old puppy gets to stay up and she has to go to bed. So I said he's not staying up, he'll be asleep, which he is. It's just he's asleep in here, so that I can let him out for a wee. When you're a big girl and you need to sleep in your bed because it's school in the morning. So yeah. Don't forget to put your wig on you.
No, I'll grab it in a sec. I think I've wrecked him.
Oh, jeez. Can we have one stream where you don't wreck something? Can we just have one? Why do you think you've wrecked him?
Well, actually, he looks alright on there.
It looks fine. It's a work in progress.
Mm,
You're not just going to leave him like that, are you?
no.
Come on, stop being a silly sausage. You've made a big gap now.
Where?
You've broken the illusion that it's black behind you. Now it's just. Pro streamer.
Hashtag pro streamer. There we go.
That looks lovely.
Suits me. Hat me.
We need to fix your light that's just above your head because you can't see your hat on you. You'll have to bend down and show. Oh dear. Oh dearie me.
How's that?
You do look strange now. Can't think what you look like. You look like something and I can't think what it is. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Your camera must be in a completely different place because you can actually see the camera on your
Yes,
face.
you can,
still
yeah.
when you know they can. See, that's where he has his camera, everyone. Just there, look, that you can see attached to his light. I keep telling him it's rubbish and he needs to fix it. But hey ho.
It's because when we first started streaming and it was on its own like mount bit, it was in my way and I couldn't see what I was painting.
But now you're hitting it with your hat and it's wobbling all over the place.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, you've been doing this for months now. You think you'd have got hang of it?
You would really.
So instead of being an awesome streamer, you're just going to have to talk to us and be an awesome conversationalist instead. Yeah, that was a big word for me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So come on.
Alright. So what we're going for is tiny little hints of hunter green. I can't remember it being this bright the other day. Hunter green.
Yeah, it is bright.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like that, look. Hunter green.
I think I'm gonna have to mix a little bit of a glaze or something to blend it into the colour underneath.
Well, we can't see at all what you're doing because it's just
Why?
a big. Well, 'cause it's just a big blob.
How's that? Is that easier?
I mean, the whole point, you know. streaming it so people can see what you're doing. Talk to them and tell them.
So tiny, tiny, tiny little brush strokes on here. I was going to do in purple gums, wasn't I? That's what colour I was going to do, is gums. Let's not bother trying to do
Oh
green.
yeah, I did my goblin green with purple eyes and now you're copying.
Oh, we had this whole conversation last week.
Alright, my goblin looks awful, so.
Doesn't it? It looks nice.
It doesn't, those eyes are terrible.
Well, you just need to fix the eyes.
I don't know how. We've had this whole cut, I don't know how.
Why don't you just do them yellow? You tried purple, you don't like it. What about doing them with Fleur Magenta?
It's gone, like, I've used Fleur today and I had to stick the paintbrush into the bottle to get any of the colour.
Oh, it's gone a bit yucky, isn't it?
Yeah, I mixed it, like, I shook it and shook it and shook it. I couldn't do it on the Vortex mixer because it wasn't plugged in, because I was using the plug for something else, so I couldn't plug it in. And I mixed it and mixed it and mixed it, and it still was just coming out like milky pink colour. So then I had to stick an old paintbrush in it and give it a good, like, swirl around at the bottom. It was all like, the colour was all just at the bottom, just sat there going, yeah, you want us? No, I'm not gonna be a good colour for you today.
Rubbish.
Gizmo's snoring.
Pete says we need paint left-handed back for this one.
I think he's bodging it on his own, Pete, without us adding to his woes.
Yeah.
Have you got your Christmas tree up yet, Pete? See, you put the Christmas emoji in chat. Have you got your Christmas tree up yet? I think there is actually some people in Brid with their Christmas trees up.
Is there?
Yeah.
Lunatics.
Well, it's November now. Apparently that counts. We've still got our Halloween decorations up at the shop.
We have.
But that's not because we're still celebrating Halloween. That's just because you've been so busy getting ready for Salute, you've not taken them down.
No.
You've taken the gravestones out of the window, though.
I have, yeah. So the shop floor looks alright.
Yeah, the shop floor is normal. It's just the gaming floor is still Halloweeny. Been busy working, so it's not that it's not time to put it up yet. You've just been too busy. I think we should have some kind of punishment for every time he goes off the screen. Maybe like I can hit him with a stick or something. What do we all think?
I'm trying really hard to try and like,
Darling,
let
you're
everybody
really trying.
see what I'm doing.
You were fine when you were holding it up, and then you bring it closer and closer to your tummy. We'll soon be able to see it on the other camera. We have quite a few Christmas decorations for the house. And I do like putting them up, and I get like, oh, Christmas decorations, yay! And then I go, oh no, I'm bored of these now. It's so boring putting all these Christmas decorations up, can we just not bother?
Yep.
Yep.
Right. When are we going to do
We have
it?
to take them back down again.
When are we going to do it?
In December. Like, you know, when it's Christmas.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Fatty Woof Woof has been walked, Tony says. I'm very much hoping that you're talking about the dog there. Ours is snoring.
Yeah, quite loudly.
Please could you advise me on basing Bushido minis? Oh, like a proper question for you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Please can you advise me on basing Bushido minis? After I create a base, would it be best to pin them to the base, or could I get away with just super glue?
So
That's Moxie.
yeah. So I don't really like sticking models onto bases once I've painted them, because I have a fear of super glue frosting and damaging the paint work I've done. So I normally stick the figure to the base and then paint the base while the figure's stuck to the base. But what I would recommend is pinning it and gluing it so you can hide the joins and glue it in where the pins are rather than trying to glue it onto the base. Because if you've done a beautiful base and you've done like nice textures and stone effects and other whatever you're going to do, and then you try and put super glue on the top and then it like frosts, then you're going to wish you hadn't done it, would be my advice. However, Tony might have a slightly different perspective on things, because I know that Tony is a basing genius.
Try and use the vortex mixer on this now.
Yeah.
See if it's going to work.
Give it a whirl. So I'm just going to try and take a little bit of this green into his chest. I did say I was going to do it on his face, but I kind of feel like I'm committed now.
Okay. I'm guessing it's working again for you then, Pete.
Whew. It's a bit wow.
Has Roy finished his stream then, or are you watching us both? We were watching Roy earlier, but we had to leave to come and start ours. You're doing a great job on those Bone Sylvanians. You had a drink, darling?
I have. Just had a drink.
Oh,
Thank you.
Vortex Mixer's going off on its own again. Likes doing that. Silly thing.
Yeah.
Mind of its own. No, had to keep restarting and no, just this one. I'm about ready for bed. I think Mister's about ready for bed.
I am. We'll be having an early night tonight because I is tired. Was getting a bit tired earlier on. Thought about going and hiding in the stockroom for a nap.
There's no room to hide in the stockroom. It's so full of stock. There is literally nowhere to hide. You could have just had a nap in your office.
Oh, I could, yeah, but Ross was in there tippy tapping on his computer. So.
Better not stop snoring then.
No. I could go in the storeroom at the end and lock the door.
Or you could just do some work and come home and have a sleep. I mean, you know. Don't see me having a sleep during the day.
No.
They say you should do that though, and sleep when the baby sleeps, sleep when the puppy sleeps.
Alright.
Yeah, I'd be like all the time, because it's always asleep. He went outside today, and I didn't put his lead on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, 'cause I was with him. I mean, the back garden, obviously. And I went to the garage, and he's looking at me like, am I allowed down there? Am I allowed down there? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm allowed down there. I was like, no, you've got to stay there. And he's like just cocking his head side to side, like, I know I'm not allowed, but I might do it anyway. Tony says, I'm really slapdash. I use tiny amounts of gel super glue, but Nathan is right. For gaming pieces, it's better to pin the mini to the base. Super glue from the underside and secure it with a small blob of green stuff. Yeah. yeah, Pete says, I'm sure you said you had a nap the other day while little miss was doing homework. That's true, but that was more, I just fell asleep. It wasn't intentional. I didn't go off to be asleep. I just was awake and then I wasn't awake. And then I got told off. It was for like 3 seconds and then I got told off.
Is that when I'd fall asleep on the sofa? Like when I'd fall asleep on the sofa and you go, do you want to go to bed?
Yeah, but that's normally because you need to go to bed. This was like doing homework at 4 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
You were at work. Obviously.
Yeah, never here.
Oh no. I'm aware of that. And soon you'll be in that there London.
I know.
You can't be like a proper northerner and talk to people. Apparently they don't like that.
Okay.
There was something on there, like a sketch. When a northerner had been to London and just said hello to people and they didn't know how to handle it. Being friendly.
We'll see. I spoke to a Londoner on the phone today.
Happy.
And he was trying to tell me that people down there were very friendly.
I'm sure they are. It was just this was like a sketch thing. I've never been, so I cannot judge them. Yes, that was it. Northerner arrested for randomly saying hello. I didn't actually watch the show. It was like the Niche Report or something like that. But I've never actually seen it. But I just saw that clip on something like you do. Yeah, that's
I
funny.
see.
Of course, if I went, then I wouldn't say hello to anyone, so there would be no risk. No risk to the general public, because there would be no eye contact or hello being said. Even though my parents were trying to make me go with me, weren't they? Because apparently it would be good for me. It's like, no, you're alright. I've been out of the house for 2 years. I don't think a sudden go and stand in the middle of salute would be a good idea.
It'll be fine.
Oh, you'll be fine. You enjoy it. And you'll be talking to customers and engaging with people, and you enjoy talking about all the products and everything. I just don't like people. They're scary.
You would be awesome. Anyway.
Yes. Just making notes.
Okay.
Get on with your party.
So, just going to do some more tiny little green blobs.
You can do it on camera?
I'm going to try.
Okay. Just checking.
How does it look on there?
Like,
Because it looks really, really bright in real life.
quite bright. But I mean, you're using a bright paint, so it's going to be bright. I've painted my little dude.
I'll have a look in a sec.
I need to stick him on, but you've got the glue. Because you never put me out away. You don't. Because you're a bit like,
That's so funny.
oh no, hilarious. You married me for my sense of humour and wit, didn't you?
Yeah.
I don't want much else going for me.
Yeah. Don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, actually, now I had a house. Maybe that's why you married me.
Yeah.
Come on, we said you were going
I
to
know,
use
I know, I
this
said
sparkling conversation.
I know. I just, I'm no good at the talkie, am I?
Oh, let's practice. Let's take this opportunity.
I can't paint and talk. Can't paint and talk. That's why I need you to do the talkie
You're doing a
talkie.
stream, you have to
I know.
talk. That's what the stream's all about. Wait and talk.
Yeah.
Tony says, I remember a few years ago that you was in the shop packing sub boxes and beamed a great hello to me. Must be a hive mind thing for people who are terrified of people. Yeah, it must be, because normally I'd just ignore you and put my head down. I was trying my very best at the Halloween fun day, but I had a costume on, so I was hiding behind my werewolf costume. I was trying my very best to be engaging with the public.
You did awesome.
But I didn't have to talk about products then, though, did I? I could just look at this game. Come throw some sandbags to a space marine. Yeah. Yeah. Normally you wouldn't really be able to tell that I own the place because I'm not very helpful. If somebody asks me something, I'll try my best, but it normally involves, well, if you just come with me, we can ask David.
Yeah. You should come to the shop more often.
No, you're alright. You're okay. It's your shop. You enjoy it. It's your thing. I'm alright chatting to everyone on Discord. Vortex Mixer, Pete, that's what I've just used. Does Ruby ever actually use hers? I don't remember her ever actually using it. I don't get to watch many of Ruby's streams because I have to be careful about where a small person is because they're not language family friendly, are they? So I have to be careful where she is. No, I can't remember her ever using it. But I think she's got one. Maybe she just like the emote. If I saw you in the shop now, I'd sidle up, say hello, and offer to get the coffee tea. That would be very kind. Saw Moxie, obviously, and the Halloween fun day. That was nice. Nice to see Moxie. I don't know if I've met Moxie before, or if I've just forgotten it.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm not
think-
sure if you have.
No, I don't think, because I'm not there very often, am I? So that was nice. Of course, we all had masks on, so I probably won't recognise you again. Haven't had the opportunity to be a dragon yet either.
No. We'll have to sort that out in the new year. Or maybe before.
Sharon says, lockdown erased all the tricks I learned to stay amongst people. Yes. I've been practicing for lockdown my entire life. Most people are very unhappy about lockdown. I think I'm a complete comfort zone. And since I retired as well from a proper job, I don't see anybody now. So, bliss.
Yeah, well, you were supposed to come and work in the shop.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, it was. You were going to have like your own desk upstairs, so you could have been there and you could have been with me all the time. And then you decided that you just wanted to stay at home and hide.
Well, we started streaming, so the computer's here, you see. So it made more sense. It made more sense. Pete says, I missed Halloween altogether, driving backwards and forwards from different kids' parties. Oh dear. You didn't have to stay at any of the kids' parties, did you? Kids' parties, ugh. I always make you come with me, didn't I, to kids' parties. If we're going to have to go to a kids' party, we're going together.
Yeah. We haven't had to do any recently, have we? Since
No, because
since
there's been some kind
COVID.
of weird pandemic-y thing
Yeah,
happening.
I don't need to do
Sorry, I said, just had a call with my mum and brother on Sunday. The call ended with her asking, are you my children? Yeah, that's my parents are as well, Sharon. Maybe that's the thing. Because my parents are really social. My dad will walk down the street and say hello to everybody, even if they don't know him or anything. He'll talk to anybody. And mum will be sat on like a bus stop bench and she'll know the life story of the person sat next to her within the first 5 minutes. He always used to have to drag them out of the nightclubs because Dad never wanted to leave. The most social people you've ever known, and then there's me. And I think my theory is that I didn't have to be social because my parents were so outgoing and always spoke to people first and everything, and I just stood there. That I didn't need to. I didn't need to learn those skills, so I was quite happy not. Oh, Pete didn't have to stay at the parties. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, children's parties are minefields, aren't they? It's just noise. Just noise and other parents that don't want to be there playing on their phones. Right, there we go. He's rubbish, but I'm calling him done. For some reason, the pink on his base has gone red, so that's completely unhelpful. It's pink when I put it on. It's very pink, this mini Pete. You'll be
Just for you.
You'll be proud. Or at least the base is pink. Or it would be if it stopped drying red. I was like that when I was 5. I would talk with just about anybody and anything, not sure what happened. Oh no, I used to hide behind my mum when I was little. I've always been the shy kid.
I don't know. You make out like you're all shy and what have you. I know that you're a real chatterbox.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Because sometimes I'm all shy and then sometimes I'm so nervous I never shut up. I was going to suggest I'm liking the excuses lockdown gives me for being unsocial in person. Honestly, not going to go back if I can help it. I know. It's really completely changed the world, hasn't it? And with social media and internet and all that and lockdown, we're never gonna want to interact with each other again. Pete says, I've not had time to paint again. Gonna try doing some tomorrow. Got my bard half painted. Yeah, just do what you can, Pete. You don't want to stress about it, otherwise it won't be fun.
Right then. How's he looking? What do you reckon, everybody?
That's good. I don't know why you're worrying about him. What colour are you doing the horns on his teeth? What's the idea with them?
So I base coated the teeth with Vallejo leather brown. So my plan is to make those up to a kind of tooth colour at the tip, but leave them kind of dirty brown at the base. And then these horns are going to be up to a bone at the tip with this. This is Green Stuff World leather brown. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Let's have a quick look at the back. See what the back looks like.
Oh, I like the back. I like the back.
Looking alright. Right, let's do some leather. Let's do some leather.
You want to show my rubbish effort?
It's not rubbish, but I will show it. There we go. Here's Rictus the Undying on his pinky purple lava base. I like it. It looks cool.
What are you giggling at?
Just like it looks like he's having a proper good time, doesn't
That's
he?
what
Like
I thought. He's not mean. He's not a villain. He's happy. He's smiling away.
It looks like he's
joyous.
He's disco.
He's at a disco. Yeah, he could be at a disco. Oh, Sharon's giving you.
If only I would maybe slightly highlight the muscles between the shoulder blades on the point closest to the spine, but only just slightly.
You're welcome.
What? So in there, in these bits, might give that a little bit more light green.
Yeah, I was stealing your ideas, Tony, apart from I didn't have any of the same colours as you. It also cracked way more than I thought it was going to. I think we're running out of Modern Earth, so I don't think I've put enough on. These eyes are rubish, rubish, rubish. Yes, just at the top where the palindromes are, just to break up the whole big green back. Apparently.
We'll do it.
They're all using them big fancy words again. I'm gonna have another bodge at these eyes now. shoulder blades. Bodging up the eyes on a goblin.
What bodging? Are they?
Yes, because I'm
Tweaking.
No, because I still don't know. The problem is, I don't know what I'm trying to achieve. So therefore, achieving it is proving to be quite difficult.
Feel free to steal ideas away. It's helpful and fun, then it's a win in my book. Says Tony. Imitation is the finest type of flattery, isn't it? Don't know why I said that, really. Just popped into my brain. Right, I was just going to have a little look. I've got a little recipe for leather saved on my telephone here. Just wanted to check it. Right, so we need so we went leather brown, which was this brown here, and then we're going to just put a little darker blob to it, which we're going to mix in. Some German camo brown, German camo black brown. I'm just going to make that a little bit darker. So this is just for the leather on the back.
So what's your recipe then? What's it saying?
So it's leather brown with ever so slightly darker brown in the middle, and then we're going to go with some light earth and then kind of a bone colour for fine highlights. I'm just going to go in the centre of this area with this ever so slightly darker brown.
So we started watching the Harry Potter films from the beginning again the other night, but we haven't actually made it through the first one yet.
Yeah.
But that is our intention, to give them another watch. Started remembering bits as I was watching them. Yeah, I think it's an Oscar Wilde quote. Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery.
That's it.
It was in your brain, wasn't it?
Definitely.
And it certainly wasn't a handball.
No.
Yeah, they all look so young in the Philosopher's Stone.
Oh yeah. Like they're 6 or something.
And obviously their acting progresses, I think it's fair to say, doesn't it, as the films go on. Especially Hermione.
Oh yeah, she's pretty ropey, isn't she, in the first one. I saw a thing the other day, which I don't know how true it is. So there's a scene where
Wicked Teapot be able to tell.
Scene in one of the later films where it's Bellatrix Lestrange, but it's Hermione being Bellatrix Lestrange. It must be, I can't remember the circumstance. We have seen them all before. But it was a thing on one of these things on Facebook, and it was so the girl who plays Hermione did it first on her own, even though she isn't actually in the scene. So she did the acting, like the prancing around, whatever it was that she was doing. And then Helena Bonham Carter copied what she'd done. And then it was something like... So it was...
Jesus.
I'll just give up.
What are you trying to say?
No, it was just the thing. It was Helena Bonham Carter pretending to be Emma Watson, pretending to be Helena Bonham Carter, pretending to be Bellatrix Lestrange, being possessed by Hermione Granger or something like that. It was so weird. It was just... I thought it was funny.
Okay.
I can never explain these things.
No.
That's why I don't talk.
Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. It's just that we only have an hour stream. So sometimes, points need to be got to. That's all.
It's like it's one of them things. Whenever I try and show somebody something that I've found on a social media, I go like, oh, have you seen this? And then I get my phone out, try and show it to somebody, and then I can never ever find what I'm looking for again. Like it doesn't exist. It just makes me look silly.
Well, WikiD says it does exist. I mean, it's the polyjuice potion that makes it. But I can only remember the polyjuice stuff when she turns into a cat.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. I have seen all the films, but I can't remember them. I'm rubbish.
So now I've got a little bit of US Field Drab, this is, and I've mixed that in with a little bit of leather brown just to make it a slightly different tone. I'm just using that on the very edges of the leather here.
Sharon says, currently reading The Goblet of Fire, slowly. Need to decide on a bit of the book to do the pagerama. Open to suggestions. WikiD's the knowledge of all Harry Potter. Tony says, I do like Helena Bonham Carter. She's fab and really funny. WikiD says, yes, it's a brilliant scene. Helena had to play Hermione playing Helena.
Yeah.
What's a succinct way of saying it?
She was in The Cleaner, wasn't she, with Greg Davies?
Yeah.
We enjoyed that.
Oh, hello, Gizmo. Are you awake? You okay?
Right, how are we doing? On my little
Pagerama, it's part of the
charty thing.
Reaper Challenge League, Tony. So you do a diorama based on a book passage, as Sharon has just typed out. I did Man Being Chewed by a Ghoul.
From Goodnight Azathoth.
Yep, that's what I did. That's Little Miss's favourite page in that book. Man being chewed by a ghoul.
Yeah, we're such good parents that we gave her the children's adaptation of such a classic. Is it supposed to be Goodnight Moon or something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was the Cthulhu pillar for the Big Hungry Caterpillar, wasn't there?
The Big Hungry Cthulhu pillar, and we can't get another copy, and we sold them all, and I really wanted to keep one of those because I thought it was hilarious.
But we have got Goodnight Azathoth.
Yeah. I think we've also got Dagon for beginning readers as well, which haven't really had a chance to look at yet.
I haven't seen that.
Right then. So,
yeah, I thought you might like that too.
So now I've got a little bit of Tusk Ivory. I'm just going to touch very slightly on the edges there. There's possibly a little too much there of this thing, and then we're going to put some little fine scratches in with it. I think the little puppy wants to go out down there.
Yeah, but it's not at that door. I think he wants to know where little Miss is. What's that there? What's that? This is going outdoor?
I did the most tearful part of the trilogy, his Dark Materials. Still have it in a display box in my living room, and makes me sad every time.
I've not seen that.
No, I've not seen that. Someone was telling me about it the other day, telling me how good it was. Right. See if I can do this. Yeah, day gone for beginning readers. It looks really colourful as well. This is proving difficult. I'm trying to make tiny little scratch marks on the edge of this leather. And it's, my paintbrush is so soft, but it's not really working. I think seeing it without having read the book could be confusing. My partner found it, so I absolutely loved the series, and it's really well done. Oh, I didn't realise that there was a book. I should have realised really, but yeah. So because you'd said that it was your Pagerama thing, but so that's one to look out for.
So have you got this Dragony thing? Have you got it? Because I've never seen it.
Got it on the shelf at the shop. I should bring one home so we can have a proper look, shouldn't we?
Right, have you got them for sale?
Yeah, sure we have.
So I can't remember. Is the Pagerama every 6 months or?
Yeah, it's something like that, isn't it?
So this would be like the second one. I haven't done one for this one. And then there's the yearly one in December where you paint your mini, the same mini that you painted in January, and see how
Oh yeah.
you've improved.
Yeah, need to have a go at that. I can't remember what I painted in January then.
Oh, Moxie says your muscle highlights look good. How did you do that again?
Oh, with tiny, tiny little brush strokes of green. Yeah, lots of tiny, tiny little brush strokes. There's definitely a little bit more work to do because this particular which ones are those? Pectoral muscle. That's it. This bit up here is a lot brighter. Need to do a little bit of glazing just to darken it down ever so slightly. But and just to make some of these sort of stark lines tie in a little bit. But I'm really liking how he's coming along so far. So I've just mixed a little bit of Nuln Oil with some water, and I'm just going to apply that into the middle of my leather area here, around the back. There we go. One, thank you. Oh, can I get me? So That's the leather strap. We're gonna say that that's done. There on the back. Cool. And then we've got 5 minutes left, so let's. Should we make a start on some armour? Get some colour blocked in on the armour, I think, before we finish. So it'd be rude not to get a bit of it in. I did say I was going to do it in steel, didn't I? I did say I was going to go for a traditional, like, metal colour, and then maybe try and do a bit of checkerboard design on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint these studs into the steel, and all of this shoulder pad in steel, or all the edge of that. I'm going to paint all the edge of that shoulder pad in steel. I'm going to paint this middle bit in red, and then I'm going to try and do checker designs on these ones on this shoulder. That's what we're going to do. Thank you, Tony. That's very kind. Thank you, everybody, saying nice things about my painting.
Hey, stop eating the box.
I've been looking forward to painting this guy for so long. I really want to do a top-notch job on him. As soon as you haven't touched your Dyniac guy yet, have you?
No.
But ever since I saw this mini, I thought I really wanted to have a go at it for my first bust.
I'm eating your Zombicide box.
Yeah.
Not a box of Zombicide, just a cardboard box.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in that one. Has it actually got Zombicide in it, or did
No,
you use it?
it's got that Dead Zone rule book
Alright.
in, and some of the new Army Painter airbrush paint sets, and some funky homewares stuff.
Alright. I haven't seen, have I?
No.
Oh, and we've got pudding as well to eat, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
Yay, pudding! Like Danish swirl, pecan Danish swirl things that you warm up in the oven. Got to have some of them. Yum, 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 yum.
Are we having that while we watch Harry Potter?
Yeah, we're going to try and finish it.
Yeah.
I can't remember where we got to. Oh, there was a troll in the dungeon, or whatever he says, and then collapses.
Yeah, we might have to rewind it.
Oh, because you started snoring.
15 minutes so I can remember what was happening before I nodded off.
Well, Hermione's crying in the girls' toilets, and there's a troll in the dungeon.
Why is she crying?
Because they're all big meanies to her, aren't they? Because Ron said like that she's a nightmare. I think he said.
Yeah.
Because they were doing the floaty feather thing, and she tried to help him.
Yeah, he doesn't have much luck, Ron, does he? Until later on.
I don't know, doesn't he?
Not really.
I can't remember. I could describe the next scene for you if you like. I can vaguely see the Philosopher's Stone is the one that I have seen the most, because we tried to watch it with Little Miss, but she got scared, and it's the one that I've seen the most. And then there used to be a game. Well, I'm assuming there still is. At the end of the DVD that you could play on your TV screen, which was a massive novelty for me, to do with the film. So I used to have to watch the film again to remember how to do the game. So yeah, but all the rest, no idea. I've been looking at the Spellcrow Hobgoblin today, says Tony. I really like those. They really lend themselves to water paintery style painting. Ah, yes. What have you got?
Yeah, loads of the Spellcrow minis are really nice.
What's that you've got there?
What's that? What are you hiding? You're hiding it. Where is it? Oh,
What's he got?
Toon Realms Lucid Eye backing card. That
Oh,
must
yeah.
have fallen off my desk.
Yeah, where's he found that?
On the floor. Sharon says, I really envy how tidy your painting is, Nathan. I always have to base coat everything first as I'm super messy and can't paint within the lines.
Oh no, that's me normally. It's just I'm trying super hard to do the best job on this thing. But thank you very much for saying nice things.
Yeah, you need chat to say nice things because your wife's so mean to you.
Yeah. I'll show you an example of my normal off-stream white painting. There we don't. Oh, hang on. Let's go with this guy. These are some Bakemono for Bushido. Not bothered about staying in the lines. That's just like, let's whack some blue on. Let's just whack some blue on, and we'll worry about painting the other bits in later. And last night I also blatted a load of wash over these guys, these assault intercessors. So they were just steel, and then got a load of steel wash whapped over the top. And as you'll be able to see, I've not bothered trying to keep within the lines. Is this a stream about printers?
What are you looking?
Tony. Wicked D, is this a stream about printers? But I don't understand.
HP themes, HP printer. I'm rather excited I have some HP themes coming into my streams. Harry Potter and then obviously HP printers. Did you not see that?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, okay. It's because you were all excited about your painting.
Yeah.
I'm aiming to get back into next week. I've been working on an assignment, yes. In some of your images of, is it a genie? Cloud giant? Yeah, is your assessment work in the background on those images? Have you been painting while you're really supposed to be doing your assessment work on your computer? I did try, did a really nice smooth skin on a nymph, then went on with the rest, and now I basically have to start all over. Aww. I just do what I want because man's not for anything. It doesn't really matter. No one's gonna see them. Doesn't matter. Just do what I want.
Well, I think that seeing as this bust is kind of just for me, really. I know I'm going to submit it for the RCL, but I think that I might put him in the cabinet at the shop.
I'll let you. I'm so nice like that. I've been painting while I've been listening to tutorial recordings in the hope that they would discuss something that I need to help me get this through this. Are they still being totally rubbish? And with no help at all? It's just a shame that we can't help you because I don't understand a word of it either.
What's it about?
Yeah. Yes. I don't even understand what it's about. But I'm sure Wicked Deer tell us. But yeah, absolutely no idea. I mean, it'd be pretty cool if we just go, oh that, oh yeah, oh no, I've done that before. It's blah 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 blah. And go, oh, because there's always just that one moment, isn't there, when someone says something and it just clicks, and you go, oh right, now I get it, and then you'll be fine and scooting along happily. Oh, at least I'm told that's what happens. If I don't do something like that while listening, my mind wanders. Yeah, my mind wanders all the time. I'm creating a website in HTML and CSS.
Right.
Are you reinventing Works one? Are you going to use it as a guinea pig? No one will ever know.
Well, if you're doing web design type stuff, Roos Plus is a font of knowledge.
Yeah, in the Discord.
Yeah.
He don't come in very often, but I'm sure if you tagged him, you might be able to help you out. Because that's his job. It's what he does. And he plays Magic.
Yeah.
So you could just like wander down to Magic the Gathering on Force Protect. Oh, I've got this deck. I'm just going to play some Magic. While I'm here, could you just look at this?
Yeah.
They've taught us stuff which I'm getting through, no bother, but then the assignment they want you to do is stuff that they haven't even taught us. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I was never any good at tests. I was alright at coursework, when you used to have to do coursework. I don't know if they even do that anymore. So you have to do projects and stuff in maths and things like that. But tests, nope, absolutely no idea. Don't retain the information, so how am I going to remember it for a test?
I used to be quite
Thanks,
stupid.
Tony. He has gone
See you
over
later.
as always.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to finish this metal and then we're going to call it a night.
You're very intelligent. You've got no common sense, but you're very intelligent. And I'm not very intelligent at all, but I've got some common sense. So together, you see, we're awesome. That's what it is.
I see.
That's what I always said to you, wasn't it? I hope that, you know, when Little Miss came along, that she would have my common sense and your intelligence.
Yeah, she seems to have been cooked alright so far.
So far, she's definitely you. She's definitely you. Lots of. She even says things like, "Oh, that's because my dad does it."
Like what?
Like when she randomly just shivers and makes
Oh,
funny
yeah.
noises and stuff.
Yeah.
What are you painting? Because we can't tell.
Oh, sorry. Was it off screen? I'm just doing these studs on the edge of this metal here. So I'm going to do the studs.
What paint are you using?
Vallejo Model Air Steel, my favourite.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use, because these are going to be standard metal, so I'm going to use my tried and tested steel wash over the top
Let's see.
to get them where I want them. So once I've blocked in these bits, I am going to go over this area that I'm painting now, the flat areas. I'm going to do it give it another coat of black to make it nice and even all over, and then we'll see if we can get some checkerboard effect going on there. And then once I've done it all as I want it, because it's got loads of scratches on it and what have you there, so we're going to weather that up suitably, and I'm going to have to paint nearly all his helmet in silver. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint this spike up here. Or should I maybe do that? Should I maybe do that leather? I could just do the studs, don't I, and the spike, and then do the rest of it
Thanks, Boxy.
and leather it.
We're going now.
We are. I'm just going to paint this spike, and then we're going to call it a night. Thank you everybody for joining us. All being well, we should be back on Sunday. Don't know if you're planning on doing anything tomorrow night, are you, darling?
Oh, we'll see.
Okay, but all being well, we'll be back on Sunday.
Unless he's asleep.
Unless I'm asleep, for Skyrim Sunday, and then back to painting Monday, where we're finishing the troll, and we'll be getting all psyched up ready for the following week, when we're going to make a start on Maldrika.
Maldrika. Do you even know what it is?
Yep.
Oh, good. Cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, I did say I was going to paint some of the other dragons before Mal, but let's just
Oh,
plough
well,
in.
never
Let's
mind.
just plough in. Mal's been there for like
30
4
years.
years or something, isn't
Do you want to just see if everybody thinks my eyes look any better?
it? Okay.
And I'll have to silly green just to touch up where I've done it wrong.
Okay.
Because I'm a big silly boo.
Okay. Let me just finish this spike. There we go. So
Cool.
that's where we're up to with the orc so far.
He looks really good, that sweet pants.
He's looking okay. Right, let's have a look at Mrs. Goblin with some fixed eyes. Oh, scary.
Are those eyes any better, do you think?
Yeah, I like them. What are you doing, puppy?
It's Julie's too.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. One goblin.
With a broken head.
With a broken head, yeah.
I know. You need to make me one that ain't got a broken head.
Yeah, we'll have to sort one out. Yeah, get something going on the printer.
Right then.
Alright, cool. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us. We'll see you again soon.
Okay.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Catch you later.